Today we're going to look at the next strategy for addition in our toolbox, and that's called the partial sum strategy. Now partial, as you see in there, has the word part. And sum, means answer in an addition problem. So we're going to get partial answers and then put them together. So to do this, you're really going to need to know your place value and how to break a number into its place values. For example, the number 146. We need to know that it's 6 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 100. Remember, those are our base 10 block numbers. Because when we're doing the partial sums addition strategy, we're going to break the number into parts based on its place value. So when we have a number, we always need to make sure the place values are lined up when we write it. So let's say we have the number 34, 3 tens and 4 ones, plus 62, 6 tens and 2 ones. For the partial sums algorithm, we're going to break this into two addition problems. We're first going to take our ones place and add them together and get the problem 4 ones plus 2 ones. And when we do that, we get 6 ones. We're then going to take the tens place. Now remember, this is not 3 plus 6, because if we did that, that would mean we have 3 ones and 6 ones. This is 30 plus 60. And when we do 30 plus 60, we get 90. So now we've got our two parts, our ones place and our tens place. Why we call it partial sums. We got the answer to one part and the answer to a second part. Now we add them together. 90 plus 60 is 96, which is the answer to 34 plus 62. We're just breaking it into smaller parts. So let's take another look at one. The reason we do this is because it's a lot easier to look at one part of a problem instead of looking at the whole thing. Just like the joke, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Well, how do you add a bigger number? One place value at a time. So let's look at 48 plus 21. First thing we do is we look at our ones place. We see we've got 8 and 1. So we'd make the addition problem 8 plus 1. We do 8 plus 1, we get 9. We then look at the tens place. Remember again, it's not 4 plus 2, it is 40 plus 20. When we do that, it's 40 plus 20 is 60. 60 plus 9 is 69, which is our answer to the problem. Now we can do this with any place value. We can do it with the ones place, the tens place, a number that goes out to the hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, millions. We just have to make sure that we line up our place values and break the number into those place values. So let's look at the number 362 plus 446. Just because we've added another place value does not mean we change how we solve this problem. So again, we first take our ones place and we look there. We know we've got 2 ones plus 6 ones, which equals 8 ones. We then move to the tens place. That's a 6 and a 4, but remember, it's not 6 and 4. It's 60 plus 40. which gives us 100. We then look at the hundreds place. Remember, it is not 3 plus 4. That would mean we are in our ones place. We're in our hundreds place, so it's 300 plus 400. And when we do that, we get 700. So now we have the partial sums of 700 plus 100 plus 8. When we add those, we get 8, 0, 8 for 808. So in the partial sums, you're just breaking the number apart into smaller problems to make your addition easier. It may take a little bit longer, but you're making yourself have simpler, easier problems. So now I want you to do some practice in your workbook, and then we'll work on it some more when you come with me.